Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setup for today. So we are continuing with the buyers coming in on every pullback at the moment. We've got three tails now to the downside. Now, this picture that you see here with three tails, it's a fairly bullish signal in my back testing, and I often look for it on the lower time frames when you see three tails like that. But I normally want to see that on a bottom of a pullback, so sort of at the bottom of a move. So I'd expect to see it like on one of these pullbacks here, to see three tails. I don't know if there's a good example there. So there's three very good tails after the pullback in March, the fall in March, and it was off a level as well. More than likely, we're not going to go into the history there, but that's what I look for. This is happening at pretty much at the top of a move as far as I'm concerned, so it is a little bit worrying. I don't think there's obviously people coming in to buy this, but I think it's a 50-50 call at the moment. I think you've got a really good chance of it sort of having a fairly decent pullback. Let's just get rid of these. Oh no, not all of them. I can keep the bottom one, but that one's absolutely no use to us right now. So that would probably be more like it at the moment. We are sideways, and I mean, if you look at that, tails to the upside, tails to the downside, above and below the moving average, we are sideways. We're not really gaining, or I suppose we are really gaining. We are getting higher lows here, but we're getting lower highs as well. So that is a triangle. We're waiting for something to happen, and there's so much noise in the market at the moment. There's so much noise, Europe and the US at the moment. So I suppose we just have to wait and see what happens on the political front, firstly, and then secondly is going to be coronavirus. And there's a lot of countries which hospital systems are being overwhelmed. I mean, my own country, South Africa, is one of them. So we need to just wait and see what transpires. I suspect this is going to continue, probably going to get a little bit worse anyway. So we're probably going to have a little bit more volatility towards the middle of the year, I would think. And you're going to have volatility, and then you're going to have periods like we've had this week where there is no direction. Let's just get down to the hour and see if there's anything we can do here. So the one thing that does interest me at the moment is we are buying off the moving average at the moment. But now we do have this big gap to the upside. Tails everywhere. If I look at how overbought we are at the moment, I'm a little bit skeptical of that. I think that gap, chasing that gap, could pretty much be a fairly horrible trap. So in other words, what I'm saying is you jump in on a long here because you've got the gap and it looks like the buyers are stepping in, but then the bears climb into this and drive it below. Your buyers are going to have stops below these tails anyway at the moment. So they'd be looking at this and going, well, hang on a second, it may not get there. So let's just minimize our risk and put stops in. So their stops are all going to be around here. So you just get one quick squirt past that, it's going to drive this market down. And a healthy pullback is required. I mean, that would just give me an opportunity to buy again. But at the moment, I think a safer bet is just to sit on the sidelines and let this week pass us, because this week has been a week of nothing. And I don't like trading these ranges. Now, we're on the 15 minutes, and you can see what it was like yesterday and the day before. Really just nothing. Okay, so I'd want to see breakouts, proper breakouts, and I think the first breakout, what we're looking for, there's a couple here, so that's definitely would need to go. That's 1400, and it doesn't look like 1400 is really going to go at this stage. So, and the other level is 13977. So yeah, that's kind of my view at the moment. It's to sit on your hands, wait for some structure. I don't see decent enough structure at the moment, and there's nothing in my eyes that's going to get me excited to get a trade in at the moment. So unless you really want to be down on the 15 and 5 minute charts, and then you're going to be buying off the bottom of the range and trying to sell off the top of the range and just sitting the whole day staring at the screen, which is not what I want to do. So yeah, so for me, nothing really much. Just sit on the sidelines, keep your money in your pocket. Probably safer there. You probably make more money today doing that as well than trying to chase this, unless you really are a good range trader. If you're a damn good range trader, then you're going to make a little bit of money out of this. But anyway, that's me. I'm sitting on the sidelines, not really going to bother with this today. Well, unless we do breaks to some big levels like 14,000. So that would mean we'd have to close that gap, come back, test 14,000. That test needed to be successful. Then I'll start getting excited about an entry. Otherwise, if we break the range to the downside, then I'll start getting excited about an entry further down here. And just take a 4-hour chart here. And I can't even give you a level there because there's just so much chaos here. That probably looks like the most logical area, which would be decent, which would also be a decent Fibonacci pullback, which would be 13737. But I don't see that happening at the moment either. Okay, anyway, day of total confusion continues, I think. Hope it helps you somewhat, and appreciate the likes. Don't forget to drop a comment if you've got any ideas or anything that you see on the charts. We can have a look at as well. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We do this every day and get out 4 videos for you every day to help you prepare your charts for the day. Anyway, hope it helps, and we will catch up with you later. Cheers for now.